Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Happy Thursday. Hey Sincere. Hey Saida, I mean. Hey, I am Antoinette. Hey Lena, how you doing? Thank you guys for joining me. Ciao. This is some more non-beef sector content. Hey V, how you doing? This is some more non-beef sector content. We know that I have made a couple of videos concerning I'm gonna call it woke black sector content. Those have been my last couple of videos because, honey, once I get a hold to something, I have to ride it. I have to see it through, right? And so this is another one of those videos. Hey, I am Antoinette. How you doing? Oh, thank you. I am Antoinette. And so, hey, True Black Cheetah. How you doing, love? But there's nothing really when it comes to B sector that I really wanted to um talk about anyway. So I have been really keeping track of what's going on with another conversation that I have been having, like I said, and this is another one of those videos um concerning a whole group of weirdos, right? And so let me go on and get started. I don't even know if y'all have listened to them. I know maybe Lena has. Maybe I've seen Saeed in the chat. But anyway, let me talk about it, right? So I don't know. Anyway, but thank y'all for joining me. Hit the like button, right? So, um, per the title of my video, it's titled Pimping, Pandering, and Patreon, right? So the reason why that pimping, pandering, PPP, right? Pimping, pandering, and Patreon is in the title. Chat of weirdos, the weirdos, chat of weirdos, the whole weirdos, right? And I'm talking about the Taz Spaz weirdo, right? Pimping, he over there pimping, pandering, and using Patreon to do that, right? So what he's doing is now y'all know like uh over here in the B sector we got a couple of people that love to go behind Patreon walls or what is it, Zoom, or what is that other thing? It's Zoom, Patreon, and yeah, he been real weird, right? Zoom, Patreon, and I can't think of the other one. It's another one, but anyway, uh, Discord, yeah, that's one of them. But anyway, so this dude, now some people will do anything for promotion and payola, right? So this guy, whatever task, whatever type of attention you give him, he just like a woman, right? Whatever type of attention that you give him, he will take it and, of course, try to make money off of it because he a whole grifter, a whole dirty foot bum, and, whatever else you want to call it, right? It's just absolutely disgusting. So they try to, so, hey, Brian. I know, girl. I'm on my way when it when it cool off a little bit. But anyway, let me tell y'all this real fast, right? So what he's doing over there is the same thing that how he playing this situation with Womansphere is the same way another content creator played me a lot of years ago when I was first on YouTube. You see what I'm saying? But for some people, we know that Taz and Nyla, they only about their bag. I mean, they don't have a choice. They're pretty much homeless. They're grifters. They stay from hotel to hotel, Airbnb to Airbnb. Um, whatever else, right? So what he's doing over there now, he's pimping via Patreon, right? He's pimping and he's pandering via Patreon because Womansphere is on his tail, right? So, hey sister Nova, how you doing? Womansphere is on his tail, so they go behind the Patreon gates. Hey Aries Queen, they go behind the Patreon gates, to pretty much spin lies, and say if you want to hear my rebuttal to something Woman Spirit or whoever else said, you got to go behind Patreon, right? Remember they drifted all the way to Mexico, child, right? You got to go behind Patreon, right? That ain't nothing but pimping. That ain't nothing but pimping the beef. That's all they doing. They pimping the beef. They don't care. They trying to act like they upset because it's bad publicity. Yeah, they'll lose a few subscribers. They'll maybe they'll maybe even lose a few supporters, but they know as soon as the next wave of new gullible people, especially women, roll in, they'll be just fine, right? And so that's why I put it in the title of the video, pimping, pandering, and Patreon, right? It's just like them PPP loans that they got or whatever, right? They just pimping the content. They don't care. They want you to talk about them. Whether it's because they have no integrity and they are grifters, crackheads, prostitutes, both of them. Just a whole narcissistic, just whole weirdos. They think the world revolves around them, but people don't realize what they're doing is they want you to join the Patreon so they can get paid. In order for you to listen to their lies, their people, their supporters, listen to their lies, and pay for it, right? So they can lie to you even more about, what's been coming out about them. And another thing that some people don't realize, and it took me forever to realize, right? Um, it doesn't matter how you go after some of these raggedy content creators, right? These liars, these thieves, these scammers, what I mean, people that actually hurt people and all of this and all that. It don't matter how much you go after them. The only thing that they can get them off of YouTube is YouTube or themselves, right? So they pretty much have to destroy themselves, and it's good to get the information out there, because everybody know that I have had a feud with the nine acre over there and her dusty foot flying monkey. And now Nyla is using. Oh, Nyla, you learned a new term, huh? You learned to use the term flying monkey properly, huh, Nyla? Let me give you a clap. I'm proud of you. Woohoo! Woo! Woo! Okay, so anyway, so y'all know that I haven't listened to them mugs in a long time, but since I've been talking about them for a couple of days, I said let me go over and take a listen today, right? And so, and I was like, okay, so they pimping, they pandering, and they using Patreon to pimp and pander, right? Because we know they ain't gonna. The reason why they can't come out and face you head on is because they got to go over there and lie, and spin narratives, right? They know it's always some gullible, naive person that's gonna defend them. Mostly women, and did you really have to take into consideration the caliber of person that they're following behind? But to each his own. Everybody got a right to like who they like, right? So anyway, that's what they're doing. I want to mention that. But also, the first time the only time, well, I'm not gonna say the only time, but the first time that I realized that people use Patreon in order to pimp and pander is really not either with Nyla and Taz. It's actually with Cynthia G. Let me tell y'all, and I'm sure some of y'all know who Cynthia G is, right? So when I first came on YouTube, I used to listen to, all the content creators in the old black sector over there, um, or the black woke sector over there. I'm gonna have to give it another name, right? Because there's two different sides to the black sector, right? I'm talking about the original side of the black sector, right? So anyway, when I first came on, and I have always had an issue with some of Cynthia G's commentary, right? And so when I first came on YouTube, like I had never heard some of the things coming out of a whole lot of people's mouths, right? Now, fast forward to now, I'm not surprised about anything. I'm really not moved about anything. It's all just what it is, right? But when I first came on YouTube, I was surprised at some of the things, especially coming out of black women's mouths. And one of those women that I was surprised about was Cynthia G, right? So, I started making videos about her right now. Of course, she had been on here longer than me. She know the ropes better than I do, right? And like I said, I was green. I had no idea. Um, they have you sub their Patreon and don't be seeing nothing worth paying for. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's part of the pimp. That's the pimping and the pandering Aries cream. They pimping and pandering using Patreon to do so. Patreon is their hoe, right? And so anyway, like I said, I was naive. I was new to the game. I really didn't know. It took me okay, so I started making videos about Cynthia G. Now Cynthia G, she would not respond back. So the first thing she did was, it was used to be this girl that was playing guard dog for her. I think her name was Golden Goddess or Golden Beauty or Golden something like that, right? But anyway, she always used to, and she wanted to name me Biscuit Thoke. Biscuit Throat, as a matter of fact. I always love that name, right? Y'all know I give here in the B sector, I get a kick out of people giving me names, right? So that's the first name that I always had, right? That I got, right? Going and doing videos. She named me Biscuit Throat, right? So anyway, she was Cynthia G's guard dog, and and she was going back and forth with me, in the name of Cynthia G, right? And so I kept making videos, I kept making videos, and I kept making videos. Well, somewhere along the line, I got wind that Cynthia G wasn't responding to me on on YouTube, right here on YouTube. She would make a response to me on YouTube. She wouldn't do that, but she would go behind the gates of Patreon and make her and make her subscribers pay if they wanted to hear her response, right? So the first time that I realized that people was pimping Patreon. It was via my name, and it was Cynthia G that did that. Like I said, she wouldn't. It don't matter how many videos I make, she wouldn't openly respond to me on YouTube, but she would have them pay for it on Patreon. And she got so good with it, honey. I heard O'Shea talking one time, saying that she at one point in time, I'm not sure if she does now or not, but at one point in time, she had a whole lot of patrons, right? Which means she was making it is a coward move, but it was also a slick move when it came to making money, right? And so she was like, well, shoot, okay, I let her, say what she want to say to me, but I get paid for me saying something about her in response. You know what I mean? And so yeah, that's the first time. So when it comes to Nyla and Taz, I know what they're doing. Cause no, she not innocent. No, she not, and she did it to me. That's the first time. Cause I never, even now, I don't have a Patreon, and I never would pay anybody to hear what they say about me or anybody else. If you can't say it on YouTube, then I don't respect it. You know what I mean? But when it comes to finances, she got paid some good money. Responding to me, right? To the point where I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna make her no more money. I'm just gonna stop talking about the heifer. You know what I mean? And so yeah, yeah. It tripped me out, but that's the first time that had been done. So when I see Taz, and I say all that to say, so when I see Taz and Nyla pimping, pandering, and using Patreon to do so, it ain't the first time that I saw it. Right? It's just not the first time. It's been done to me before too. Years and years ago, like I said, I was real green coming in, and it took me a minute to even realize what Patreon was, child. Okay, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I remember that her saying biscuit throw, and never knew who was talking about. What the F does that even mean? Girl, I don't know. I don't know, but I got I got that. Y'all know I like nicknames, right? But that was my very first YouTube nickname, right? So anyway, um, it's crazy, right? So anyway, I want to mention that to y'all, but that's what they're doing over there. They love, they are so narcissistic and so greedy after money. Because like I said, the grifters, they love when people come into conflict with them, because that means more money for them, right? That's why they say, that's why they respond on Patreon. But Taz's mouth is so big, he can't help but say something. He got to say he just like a bitch. He loved to argue with women, right? Love to argue with women. So that's why the title of that is about the what I say, pimping, pandering, and Patreon, right? So let's move on to the part about Taz. So, like I said, I was listening today, and so last night there's a content creator by the name of by the name of what is it, Mahogany Roots channel, right? So Mahogany Roots channel was she did a video last night, and she was speaking about the situation going on between Womansphere and Nyla and Taz, and just the whole thing, right? And so I was today years ago. I was I, I was today years old when I heard somebody say Mr. Throat for the first. And so she was speaking about that. She was doing a video because it's the talk of the woke black sector. What's been going on for the past couple of days because Womansphere been wailing on the Womansphere, Womansphere as well as what is that? I just do commentary, by the way. I'm just doing play by play commentary. Okay, that's what I'm doing, y'all. This is commentary for me, right? Hey, Water Sniper says that nickname is the came from the young girl who used to be around. Said, yeah, so that was her name, Golden Black. Okay, I thought her name was Golden Goddess or something like that. Golden Black, that was her name. Thank you, Water Sniper. Moses and Taz are cool again. People need to stop playing with Twin Man's emotions like that. Honey, he gonna blow a gasket. But anyway, let me tell y'all what I saw. Right, if they cool again, Mike, then they shouldn't be cool again. But that's just me. Oh no, he not masculine. He a whole B. Amethyst. Let me tell you what he did. Right. So she crossed her up. I figured she turned on her or something like that, didn't she? Because that wasn't cool after a while. You know, what I mean, she ain't no different than Nyla. She always turn on the people, just like that chunky girl she used to be close to. You know, the one that came out with those supposed what do you call those ultrasounds of her of Cynthia G's pregnancy or whatever. I don't even know if that was always set up. You know what I mean? But anyway, let me finish telling y'all what happened. Right? I don't even know if y'all was over there looking or not. Right? And so last night, like I said, the girl's name Mahogany Roots channel. She's doing a video. She's talking about the situation, just like everybody is. It's a hot topic right there, right about now, right? So she drops the link, and JV comes up there, and she's telling her story. And she was, at one point in time, and y'all can go over there and watch the video. I'm just giving y'all the rundown of what I saw, right? So at one point in time, JV Dessalines hits the link, right? And she starts telling her story. And at one point in time, she says that, she couldn't believe how brother Moses and Twin Man was over there cackling when Taz was over there talking about her nether regions, right? And which is absolutely disgusting for either one of them or any of them to be these men discussing her in that manner, right? And so Viper Sniper, how you doing? Miss Nova said Patreon doesn't seem to be working. He losing subscribers, to the next wake. Remember, Moses touches it. Yeah, he really did fight. See, I'm getting to that, right? Let me stop reading this so I get this content out right. So anyway, so at one point she's up there explaining, how she felt wrong and how she felt hurt by that, right? So brother Moses hits the link, right? So he hit the link and she's telling him how wrong, that he was and how badly it made her feel, right? Y'all please hit the like button, right? And so he eventually says sorry, right? And she says, are you saying, you're sorry? And she said, yeah, she said, he said yes, so he said that he was sorry to her, right? And so and he was saying, I've never said anything about you, but for me to laugh, about something like that. um what are y'all talking about, Miss Nova? Oh, you talking about how many subs he losing? Oh, is she losing them too? Oh wow, y'all keep it count. Y'all vicious around here. Black women need to heal. Can't depend on these fake pandering. I know that's right. I know that's right. But look, y'all. So he apologized to her, and it was pretty, and he's, I'm, for laughing. I don't know you. I've never said anything about you, but for me over there laughing, if you say I was over there laughing, I probably was, and I apologize, right? So he apologized. He spoke a little while longer, and fast forward, and that was that on that, right? And like I said, um, and so fast forward to today, they claim that's not assault. It's verbal assault. That makes it even more sad that they don't see it the way that publicly humiliate. Yeah, I'm just trying to tell you. So I'm getting to that, right? So fast forward to a day, a little while ago. Well, I don't know if the live is still going. It was still going. Let me show y'all this screenshot. It was still going when I hit my live button because I got something to do in a little while. But Taz is over there screaming to the top of his lungs, about brother Moses apologizing to JV, right? I mean, that really pissed him off, right? So he over there screaming at, screaming about brother Moses apologizing. Twin man over there screaming, brother Moses hits the link. Y'all, he talked to brother Moses like he was a child, not even a child. When he talked to a child like that, I mean, he talked to him like a dog, like he was a bitch. I mean, he totally sunned brother Moses. He disrespected a whole grown man, right? And brother Moses is over there trying to explain. Now I don't understand. It is now and he was, The man, they was mad at him because he said he's sorry because he got some integrity. The man even said at one point his wife was sitting right there. He was still disrespecting him. Man, I thought you was the ops, and I thought you don't owe that bitch no apology, and blah blah blah, and her double the JJ this and blah blah blah, and twin man over there sound like he great bust a blood vessel. Damn, some of them down in the chat, his own brother Moses side, and this person said, he's admitting he's admitted his wrong, and y'all mad, right? He said we got to do better, and be able to admit our wrongs. If he feels if he was it oh if he feels bad, y'all can't get mad at him. He is his own man. Yeah, and like I said, and I agree with that, because they was really mad at that man for apologizing to that girl. I mean, that's a whole grown man. Like, you apologizing to her, you saying I'm wrong and all of this and all of that. And he really did make himself look weak. And like, he didn't I'm like, wow, wow, wow. I couldn't believe the way that Brother Moses let Taz talk to him. I was like, you talking to another grown? He don't have no respect for nobody. He clearly don't have no respect for women. I'm talking about Taz, but you got to respect that man for wanting to apologize. You taking offense, like he was absolutely offended because the man had the nerve to apologize because the woman felt like she was done wrong. And like I said, the man said, my wife is sitting right here, and I'm thinking, well, what must his wife be thinking? You know what I mean? And I was like, wow, so he talking crazy to him? He's screaming at him at the top of his lungs. And I'd have been like, hold up, nigga, who the fuck is you talking to? That was what child, I couldn't, hey, Rudy, how you doing? I couldn't believe he let that man talk to him like that. I was like, baby, it couldn't be me. I know it wouldn't have been you, Rudy. I would have cussed his ass out, y'all, to the point Taz disrespects everybody. He wouldn't be disrespecting me because I would never hit his link. Okay? He tried this stuff when I was over there, used to hit the link. And we got in a shouting match, and he eventually clicked me off the live. Okay? That is crazy the way he talked to that man. I couldn't believe that. And the man sit there and took it, right? He sounded like he had, you know how your voice be trembling, like you want to cry and all of this and all that. But he stood his ground. He said he told the reason why he apologized. And you gonna get mad at this man? Child, Taz have brother Moses. Nothing. Yeah, yeah. Evidently, Feisty got us. I couldn't believe that. Taz thinks he's a unicorn for black. He ain't no unicorn for black women. He know he ain't. He running a scam, like he said. He over there pimping, pandering, and using Patreon and YouTube to do it. He ain't no unicorn. He don't have no respect for women. He don't have no respect for men. That's the reason why the manosphere couldn't deal with his ignorant ass. He is an ignorant fool. You cannot deal with him. There is no reasoning with him. And now we know why, because he a whole freaking crackhead, right? He probably a heroin addict. But the way that he disrespected that man in front of his wife, child, she said, you saying when he logged off, he cried. Man, so I don't know what he did. I don't know what he did, but child, let me tell you something. The way he talked to that man, but see, then I don't understand. I'm confused, Brother Moses, because you had a whole lot of rah-rah for DOD last night, but you didn't have no rah-rah for Taz, and he disrespected you. I was like, wow, wow. And somebody mentioned a cult, and they clearly he broke down Taz and Nyla. They some kind of broke down wannabe cult leaders or something. They got them fools over there hypnotized or something. Because as a grown man, Brother Modus, I don't care what the conversation was about, whether you apologized or not. And I really feel like you meant that, because you had tears in your eyes last night when you was apologizing to JV, because it made you really feel bad, because you hurt that woman's feeling. And guess what? There's nothing wrong with that. You did the right thing. But for them bum ass niggas over there to son you like that because you felt like you did the right thing, because you got some integrity, for you to let them talk to you like that is beyond me. And if I was your wife, um you would probably never be able to fool with them again on YouTube. You would have to stay in your lane, right? Because I don't even know how you didn't snap back at him with your woman sitting right there. Like, uh-uh. Uh-uh. That was too much. I couldn't believe he talked to him like that. He allowed it. So Brother Moses said, "What?" So Brother Moses stayed on a panel and got, yes, he got cyber slapped. Is what he got, right? Water sniper. You had to go back over and listen to it. He got cyber slapped. Hey, Robbie. And hey, all y'all that came in, please hit the like button, right? I couldn't believe he talked to him. Y'all, he was raising his voice. And oh, and then after everything calmed down, right? He said, Brother Moses, like he's like, I'm gonna have to take me a couple of days off. And he was like, nah, man, you ain't gotta take no couple of days off. I might slap you around a bit, but you still my little bro, but it is what it is. I mean, he didn't even say he was sorry for disrespecting him. He said, I might have to slap you around a little bit. But you still my little bro. You ain't gotta take no days off. I just thought you was signing with the ops, and you ain't gotta apologize to that B and blah 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 and blah blah blah. So Taz felt like Brother Moses apologized, and it made him look bad. It's like, you niggas with this integrity, this, and you niggas with this integrity, that. Oh, so you telling us that you don't have no integrity, but thanks for saying that, confirming it, because we already know you don't have none, right? Child, it's so disgusting the way he talked to that man. Thanks for the super sticker, not with the shits. Thank you, love. Thanks for the super sticker. Y'all please hit the like button. Right. Oh, and whoever was that sent me that, well, I know who it was, but if you want her, if you listen in the skybox or whatever, thank you so much for that juicy cash app that you sent me, child. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Thank you. Telling us he doesn't have. Yeah, he's basically telling us he don't have no integrity at all. The way he talked to that man, and that man didn't give him no pushback. Now I understand Brother Moses not wanting to argue with him or whatever, but he didn't give him no pushback. He's like, and he started talking about Morehouse, said something about your Morehouse intellect or something. So you jealous cause a man went to college, cause he got a career, got a job, got a family, got a wife that he respects, and he got some kind of sense of morality and integrity, but you feel bad about that. You just a basic ass street nigga. I know street niggas that's better, that are less disrespectful than this nigga right here. I mean, he talked to that man like he wasn't nothing. And so Brother Mo said he got a couple of days off, and then, girl, it was just a lot. Some people was in the chat was trying to comfort Brother Moses. Let me show y'all. And then I'm like, wow, I might have to slap you around. Then Nyla gets her ugly ass up there. And then she want to talk her ish too at one point in time, because there she go up there. She felt away cause he apologized to the girl too. You know what I mean? So this is them trying to make them feel better. Then they making excuses. Y'all don't y'all don't troll like the Minister ninjas. They would have just called her out and kept it moving. Blah 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 blah. And then somebody at the bottom said April Dawn or something, said stand up guy. Brother Moses is a stand up guy. Then MJ, which is a female, had to say, Moses, chill, bro. Them people ain't worthy. I knew what they was doing last night. I'm like, wow. And sometimes when you apologize and try to make amends with a person, you're doing it for yourself too. You're doing it for your soul, because it's coming from the heart. And there was nothing wrong with that man apologizing to JV. You know what I mean? And then here's another chick over there with a wrench. Some bitches would do anything to fit in, right? Some bitches is so male identified and thirsty as fuck that they need to just shut some stuff. Y'all need to shut the fuck up on. Cause he calling y'all all kind of bees and hoes. If he's saying it to one of us, he's saying it to all of us. Right? Just like he went off on the tea sipper girl over there, Atari. I was like, baby, he is a whole weirdo. I mean, hollering and screaming like a bitch to the top of his lungs, right? So Kelly Cass says Brother Moses is 100. And it says, you good, Brother Moses, just be more mindful. What you mean be more mindful? Y'all ain't grown. So y'all let I can't, you know what? People even do that over in the B section. You let other grown motherfuckers tell you what to do. I wish I would let a motherfucker tell me how to move. I wish I would. Child. Mm-mm. And this right here, all this is coming back after he said he gonna take a couple of days off and all of this and all that. I just really thought that was disrespectful how he talked to that man. And I'm like, and if I was his wife, honey, I had to grab the goddamn microphone for him and cuss Taz the F out. Do you have the audio of them yelling at Mo? It's on the live that they're probably still live right now, Timothy Grant. If they're still live right now, that's the live to where he cussed Moses out on. Just go over there and roll it back, red ball it back, and you can hear him cussing them out. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Hot Nine Rita says Nyla and Taz didn't get real money, steady income until they got a substantial following on YouTube. That's why Taz spends hours, yeah, all day on live streams. Absolutely, he has nothing. He has nothing outside of YouTube. He is less than a man. Taz proves he makes six figures doing YouTube. So how's he broke? He don't make no damn six figures on YouTube. Who is this? Are you a troll? Let me get this man out of here. Or whatever the hell this troll is. Boy, you a goddamn lie. He don't make no six figures on YouTube. Y'all believe anything. Good God. Give me a freaking break. Sure. Anyway, Brother Moses remind me of that Chris Rock's. Right, right. Didn't he? I ain't gonna lie. Taz Will Smith Chris rocked his butt. Like he really did. And Brother Moses, I'm disappointed, Brother Moses, because he didn't give the man no kickback. No, just nothing. He was like, he didn't even say, hey dude, you ain't gotta speak to me that way. I'm a man just like you a man. You know what I mean? B1 equals ball mouth first. I know that's right. He didn't even say that, y'all. He didn't say nothing. Nothing. And what do they mean by you gotta just be more mindful? What you mean, be more mindful? That's a grown man. Child. Mm-mm. Child. I couldn't. But I just had to tell y'all about that. He better not return. Cause he got his balls handed to him. He treated him like Taz treated Brother Moses like he is less than a man, and that is nothing to brag about. And then for him to not even say, man, I was heated. I know you my boy. You've been riding with me forever. Let me apologize for my tone. He didn't say none of that. Thank you, unapologetic goddess. He was like, well, I might slap you around a little bit, little bruh. But it's all love or whatever, whatever, whatever. Bye. Chill. Hey, woman sphere. Yeah, I just shoot your bro Moses post thing. It's just disgusting. It's disgusting the way he talked to that man because he wanted to have some integrity about himself and apologize. Okay, so anyway, let me say this. Now, y'all know that this is my commentary, but let me recap before I move on to the accountability part. Right? So I'm doing good. 33 minutes. Let me move on to the accountability part. But first, I just want to say that Taz, you a bitch ass nigga. All right, Brother Moses. Uh, I ain't gonna say you a bitch ass nigga, and I understand that you might not want to have the rah for Taz, but he disrespected you far worse than anything that DOD had to say to you last night, and for you to have more rah for DOD and no rah for Taz, and he spoke to you like he speaking to one of his tricks on the street. Dude, you might need to reevaluate what you got going on YouTube because you made yourself look like less than a man. And you said your wife was sitting right there. So what is your wife thinking about this? But you did nothing wrong when you apologized to JV. You did nothing wrong, and for them to try to admonish you for you having some integrity and you apologizing, whether you feel like you did anything wrong to her or not, you still apologize. All right, and it was a sincere apology, and I do respect the fact that you did that, and I also respect the fact that you didn't walk it back, and you was trying to explain to Twin and Taz why you did so. But honey, you cannot reason with madness, and you cannot reason with an ignorant ghetto ass nigga like Taz. Okay, with I even hate to call him a ghetto ass nigga because he is less than a ghetto ass nigga because he a punk pussy ass bitch. That's all he is in my book. He is less than a man. But you did nothing wrong with the apologize. The apology was noble, in my opinion. I respect him for doing that. But you should have stood up to that fool because who the fuck do he think he is? Because I done cyber slapped him right. You are much smarter than him, brother Moses, and you know you are. And maybe you didn't want to deal. Hey, B Monique, you didn't. I guess you didn't want to deal with the drama, and I understand that. I respect it. Cause see, when niggas ain't got nothing to lose, this is how niggas that ain't got nothing to lose act, right? But I realize that you got a lot that you can lose, brother Moses, and you didn't want to deal with that, right? I get that. I get it. I get it. I get it. But still, you could at least say it, dude. You ain't gotta talk to me like that. You know what I mean? I'm a grown man just like you are. You could at least say that, you know. And so oh, it's just unfortunate, you know. It is time for Brother Moses to walk away. Now he said he's gonna take a couple of days off, and Ted's like, "Nah, man, you better come back, and you take a couple of days off, but you better come back." A, B, C, and D, God, God, God. If I came back on my YouTube channel, it'll be like what Cynthia G over there doing for a while and making pre-recorded videos, right? But as far as that task thing go, you need to walk out the door. Even if you got to walk out the door softly and close it gently behind you. That's what you need to do, because as he disrespected you, he disrespected your manhood. Okay, and this is coming from a woman. Okay, he disrespected your manhood, brother Moses. Right, and so anyway, that's why I put your name in the title, because I want you to hear what I had to say to you. But I absolutely respect the fact that you apologized to JV. Hmm. Hmm. So yeah, you know. Now this is True Troll Association said Brother Moses only have heat for the women. He only had heat for Nandy. So if he's talking crazy to women and not men, then wow. Then wow. That makes me say that's what you get. But you are also the company that you keep on the other hand, and that's the accountability part. So let's move on. That's right. That's how cults do. They don't want you to step away for a few days and get from under their spell. I believe that. Rue said brother Marsh nostrils or brother Moist's nostrils are registered. It's illegal for him to sneeze and do. Oh wow, oh wow. But you're right about that, Mike. That's how cults do. Brother Moses brought his U glass to Woman's Free Podcast trying to cap for that base head. Child did got cussed out by a child. Taz deflects and shouts out, "Well, look at Ramir. Right, right. He goes, well, look at Ramir. Well, if he can do it, I can do it." That's another thing. You know how your kids you were watching a group of kids, or even your kids, or even we did this as kids, and a kid hit you. Your brother or sister hit you, and you hit them back, and y'all in there hollering and screaming and fighting, and your mama come in there and say, "Hey, what's going on?" Right? And then you be like, "She hit me first. She hit me first," like it was wrong for you to hit her back. I mean, like it was right for you to hit her. You feel justified in hitting her back when both y'all gonna get a whooping because y'all done hit each other and your mama told you to keep your hands off each other, right? So when I hear Taz shouting about, well, something did this, JV talked about my wife's vagina first. So if JV talked about your wife's vagina first, you feel justified as a man in talking about her vagina because your wife vagina was talked about by another woman first. So you had to step in and you had to take over the conversation just like you always do, right? Now, see, at first, do y'all remember a long time ago, Taz almost brought, he was a detriment to Nyla's channel, right? He was a detriment to her channel. A lot of people stopped watching her because his ass was always on her panel because he wouldn't get nobody to watch him on his panel. He always got to run everything. He always got to try to run everything. Taz show he makes 10K a month doing YouTube. I mean, I don't even care if he make 100K a month doing YouTube. Like honestly, it's all going up his nose. They need to if he making 10K a month doing YouTube and he done made it for more than a couple of months, they need to move out of that Airbnb and get them a homestead. Now you can impress me by that, but numbers don't impress me, and he don't have the kind of numbers over there to be making 10K a month. Okay, I've been on YouTube for a long time. He's lying. But even if he do, I don't give a damn. It ain't my pockets. It ain't my money. Because guess what? I got somewhere to live. All right. Child. And if he showed documents, he probably faked them because we know his claim to fame is faking documents. All right, and being the CD DVD man. So I mean, really, what they fake documents all the time. I bet every document they ever showed y'all on Patreon over there is a fake freaking document, a fraud and a lie, which I don't care. So this is all semantics to me. It ain't my money. It ain't my coin. Therefore, I don't care. This is just for the purpose of commentary. Okay. Anyway, moving right along. So, uh, let's talk about accountability. Right. Here's the thing. But then let me say this. This is my commentary. I don't want anybody to take this as anything other than my commentary. Right. This is for my commentary. This is what I think, and I think alone, right? But y'all know, we all have access to Social Blade. Neither one of them will make it anywhere. Chow, 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 chow. But okay, Grail the cat, chow. He don't have the numbers to be doing it. Okay, but anyway, move right along. Like I said, I don't care. I don't care. Maybe making it in donations or something. I don't know. But he ain't making it off of a YouTube check. He don't have the numbers for it. Period. Sorry. Child. Yeah, I believe that Hot Nine says Nyla talks BWE talking points all the while being married to a dusty BM with a shady background. That will be a downfall. Like I said at the top of the video, I don't know if y'all heard it or not, but really the only person can take you down off of YouTube is YouTube or yourself, right? Now you can have all the evidence in the world that these is reprobate, disgusting, dirty, scamming, dope dealing, prostituting, dope using, just demons, right? They still gonna have a following, right? He disrespect women, and I really believe that some women get off on that crap because they over the backpedaling, pussy popping, twerking for him, making excuses for him and Nyla, and Cynthia, and all of them, right? So anyway, let's talk about accountability. Okay, so we know that Cynthia G and Taz and Nyla are Trump tight, right? Now, like I said, this is a purpose of commentary. What Black Woman's Fear, her fight with Nyla and Taz, it don't have nothing to do with what I'm getting ready to say. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm not trying to take the focus off of nothing, but this is my commentary, right? Now, when it comes to Cynthia G, I feel like she should be held accountable, and she owes the women that want an apology from her about bringing Taz on her channel. I think that she owes her supporters an apology. Those that don't, those that want it. Now you have a lot of women caping for her, saying she ain't got nothing to do with it, but yes, she does have something to do with it. I also told y'all at the top of the video, how I allowed her to use me going at her to make her money on Patreon, right? So that's kind of the same thing. Well, we know that that's what Nyla and Taz is doing right now. That's why they say go to Patreon for the response. Go to Patreon for the response. You see, I'm still, I don't even know if she's still, but she would respond to me, like I said, on Patreon rather than YouTube, right? When I would make videos about it, right? And that's the same thing that Nyla and Taz doing, in case y'all didn't hear that at the top of the video, right? Since your Jesus need to test herself and Taz and Nyla big time, she probably, I mean, that's what she should do. But anyway, and she's not a stupid woman, okay? And she knows how to work YouTube better than we do because she's far more advanced at doing it. I mean, she's got a literal following, a for real legit following over there, right? But you got a female dominated following. So when you go around calling people dusty beta males because that's your claim to fame, and some people are calling you the matriarch of the woke black sector, right? And these women hang on your every word. How can you not come out and say something? Tell them I'm sorry to your supporters that want a sorry. Do you see what I'm saying? For you bringing Taz into your atmosphere. Now I understand you might not realize that. I know she realized that Taz and Nyla was a couple. I don't think I don't. Now I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt when it comes to her thinking that maybe Nyla could keep him in check and he not be so vocal on her channel. But she has shared both of their videos. I've seen her share videos of his, and at the top of those videos it'll say drill. When he going in on men and women. You know, but if you say you are for women, and I believe you are, you know, black women, you know, how can you not come out and say, hey, I realize it's a lot going on. I don't have anything to do with this, but I apologize for letting this fool feel so comfortable on my platform, which is female dominated. I really feel like she owes at least that to her supporters, right? Or is she back on Foxhole right now? And I understand, and I will see Aries Queen decide that she on the side of the paper. You know what I mean? And so for a while, I don't know if people noticed, she had been losing traction, right? So she had to do something to get her viewership back up, right? And so I guess she chose to align herself, with them, so it can get to some people think that you have to network, and it works for a lot of people. Me, my view, I've been on, like I said, I've been on YouTube for so long, I don't give a damn. If you watch, you watch. If you don't, you don't. I don't align myself with anybody, because I have to be independent, and I have to say what I have to say. I have to say what's on my heart, right? Wrong, right, or indifferent. I'm going to say what's on my heart. I am not impressed by anybody on YouTube. And if I got a problem with something that your commentary, then I have to speak on it, right? And that's another reason why I said what I am saying right here today. You know, is no reflection on what uh no reflection on what Womansphere has going on with Taz and Nyla. I'm not trying to deflect or distract, but this is my commentary when it comes to Cynthia G, because I do believe and you have seen people in these chats around here saying, they feel away. They feel like she owes them an apology. Right? Some of them do. Now, you got people saying, she just need to be quiet. And I understand that too. I get it from that standpoint. I also get it from women that feel disappointed by the whole Taz situation. There are a lot of women dealing with a whole lot of types of trauma on here, that have been abused physically, mentally, sexually, financially. You know what I mean? Then they hear somebody like Cynthia G, you know, and it makes them feel better. It makes them feel empowered. It makes them feel like they can strive, to be like her, you know. But then you're gonna turn, it's like an oxymoron, like I said the other day. Then you're gonna turn around and get the dustiest dusty in the world. A no teeth, stinking foot, crackhead, disrespectful ass nigga, and you're gonna have him on your platform making it seem like what y'all call him, a unicorn, when everybody can see he ain't shit. That's why she owe her followers that want one an apology. Not about what's going on between Taz and Nyla and Womansphere, but she owed them an apology for standing behind that dust bucket, that bum, that freaking crackhead. And yesterday, when he put her name in the title, he tried to use reverse psychology. Y'all need to stop coming at sin. Y'all come at me, honey. That was reverse psychology. Just like he went on Brother Moses today because he felt the way, because Brother Moses apologized, he feel a way about sin not coming out in his defense. He feel a way about that too. That's why then he always got something to say about somebody putting his name in the title. I said, you put Cynthia's name in the title. You put Womansphere's name in the title. You don't want nobody putting your name in the title, but you put their name in the title. And then why? It's right. Why did you cuss Atari out? That little girl just passed the tea. That's all she do. That's weird. The whole freaking weirdo. And you are a domestic violence abuser online and offline. You even committed domestic violence, in my opinion, against Brother Moses today. Because you knocked him dead in his cyber eye and he didn't do nothing. As a man. You know. But that is what I mean by the accountability part of the title, y'all. I think that she does, owe those supporters, that feel let down by her an apology. But of course, it's not going to happen, because she all about the game too. And it's cool being all about the game. But a lot of people don't realize she about the game. It ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, it's cool. Why she over there moving her mouth continuously? Y'all know why she move her mouth like that continuously? Have y'all ever noticed that? It's either because them false teeth is irritating her that she got in her mouth, or either she on her some kind of psych meds or something like that. It's one or the other. I really don't, I really know what the deal is. But I mean, for real though. But like I said, I'm praying for Sin because she probably feels duped. She don't feel duped by Nyla and Taz. She knew what she was getting into. It. Taz Cynthia is very smart. She's very strategic. She know how to move on these streets. She know what she was getting into. You know, that's just period. That's what I mean by accountability. Don't nobody need to be making no excuse for no damn grown woman that's been on here longer than all of us. Okay, and I'm not gonna do it. Y'all can do it, but I'm not. But like I said, this don't have no reflection on nothing that Womansphere got going on. But she needs to stand in account. She won't, but they need to hold her feet to the fire for sidling under that demon, that dusty ass nigga. And no, she's not a victim. It's a huge contradiction, but I believe people can change and be allowed a second. And the Lord gives us endless amount of chances, but I'm not God. I knew Taz his hood got hood tendencies, but I figured he cleaned up his shit to be with Nyla on YouTube. No, honey, he didn't clean. He been the same raggedy ass mouth nigga as when he first came on YouTube, disrespected women. How can y'all think he cleaned up? How can y'all think he's some kind of reformed unicorn? Like, what kind of men are y'all used to being around? Are you used to being disrespected? Are you used to hearing niggas call you bitches on a continuous basis, like it's your motherfucking birth name or something? Because I'm not. I'm not used to that. I'm not used to that caliber of men. These caliber of men on YouTube, they are not in my world. They're on YouTube. I want to associate myself with this trash offline. Hell no. No. Cynthia feels as much love for black women as Nicole does. She couldn't care less. She care about her coin. She wants to be. She probably feel away because Kevin Samuels superseded her and going mainstream. Because she been at this for a long time. The first time I saw Cynthia G, she was actually on Dr. Boyce Watkins' channel, and she was talking about white supremacy, racism. You know, and then she was cool doing that, and then they almost took her channel away from her because she was banging on white supremacy, racism. I liked her content then, but then she had to change up her content, and she started talking about the dysfunction of some black men. I'm not going to say all of them. I'm going to say some black men. Now she talks about black male dysfunction, the dusty, right? And so but she had to change her content up, as well. And that's what she did. Period. Because she wanted to keep her channel. But I don't know how she thinks she's gonna go mainstream with some of the rhetoric that she spews, because she's over there spewing Nazi-like genocidal rhetoric. Okay, when you're calling for black women to abort black babies, okay, you're calling for genocide of your own people, right? That is not. Do y'all know that is not even her original content? That is this lady named Brooklyn Blue's content. How many of y'all remember Brooklyn Blue? What is her other name? Her name is Brooklyn Blue, and what is her other name? I can't think of her other name, but that is her content. She is the one that first came out with that rhetoric right there about aborting black babies, black male babies. That is tantamount to talking about Kendall St. Charles. Thank you, Tony Children. Kendall St. Charles, aka Brooklyn Blue. That is her content. She's the first one that I heard in my life talk about aborting black babies. And it was years before Cynthia said it, right? Let's see, your A keep playing around because you too can get hit with a lawsuit as well, Orca. Baby, I can't get hit with nothing. Okay, but I tell you one thing. Let me tell you why they don't scare me. Number one, it don't scare me because in order for you to sue me, you got to come down here and file a lawsuit in my state, right? So after you file a lawsuit in my state, I get a chance, just like you get a chance to file a lawsuit. I get a chance to rebut your lawsuit, right? I get a chance to countersue you. See, that stuff don't scare me because I can afford it. All right. So you got to come a little bit better when you're talking to me about a lawsuit, about a police report, about anything in the world, about something like that. You got to come a little better with me because that don't scare me. I'm not scared of the white man law, just like some of y'all are. Okay, don't bother me. I am not a convict. I'm not a broke bitch. Okay, and I can handle it. So whenever you feel big enough, like you froggy enough to want to jump and file a lawsuit, you jump your ass down here to Tennessee and file it. Please, I give you permission. I be waiting. I ain't gonna hold my breath. I don't give a fuck. In other words, you can't shut me up. Okay? But anyway, moving right along. She said to eradicate it. Everybody acted like they did. Everybody like acted like they didn't hear her say be in favor of aborting black babies, right? Like I said, which is tantamount to Hitler rhetoric, right? Tantamount to genocide. We already got genocide going on in this country right now when it comes to the healthcare system. Do you did y'all not hear about the infant mortality rate when it comes to not only the mother but the child? Not even infant mortality rate. When a woman becomes pregnancy, the mortality rate is very high when it comes to the mother surviving the pregnancy as well as the child. So that's tantamount to what? Medical apartheid. There's a book called Medical Apartheid. If you guys haven't read that book, please pick up that book. And that's right. Allegedly, she has a baby by Dusty. She keeps contradicting herself. First contradiction. She had allegedly got pregnant by Rob, which is nothing but a human breeder. Because how many kids he got and how many baby mamas he got? If that doesn't qualify as a breeder, Dusty, I don't know what does. And I'm gonna say allegedly because I don't know if she got one or not. You know what I mean? But I remember when she was feeling him, when it was going back and forth on the channels and stuff with the good little Kiki and, with flirting, back and forth and all of this and all of that and blah, blah, blah. You know, we all saw that. We all know that she moved down there to his home state, to the city or the town in which he lives. We all saw that. And so, yeah. So, but whether she has a baby or not, that is of no concern to me because I don't care. I ain't got to baby it, feed it, or change it. I don't care. It's just the fact that it's hypocritical. And the second way she hypocritical is when is her supporting the Taz bomb and the Nyla because she identified as them two niggas over there called Taz and Nyla. Okay, that's the other contradiction, right? And that's just how I feel about it. So yeah. Melanie Beauty said, yeah, I didn't like it. I didn't like when she was saying that either, because it's really a way to choose what gender you have. So if you get pregnant and it's a boy, you abort it. That's what she was calling for. Like I said, it's not even her original content. Kendall St. Charles is the first person that said that years ago. Right? All right. That is somebody else's content. And like I said, it's really Hitler's content. And before Hitler, it was King Leopold's content, and so many other what do you call those people? So many other dictators, content as well. Genocide. Now, what person do you believe that rhetoric? And on some level, I really do, but she believe that she believes it because she too has childhood trauma. And so maybe her and Nyla, they trauma bonded or whatever, because they show trauma bond with their supporters. Okay. I see incompetent service. Thinking I was talking about Dusty this, Dusty that. but become Rob fifth baby. Allegedly, yes, you're talking about genocide. Period. Because if you're speaking, if you're advocating and supporting the aborting all black male babies, that is genocide to your whole race. You're promoting genocide for your whole race because it takes a man and a woman to make a black child. So you're advocating for the genocide of your own damn race. Like, make it make sense, you know. But people like to cape for her because she one of their faves, and that's fine. That's fine if you want to do that, but you ain't gotta support somebody in their wrong. And so that is what I mean by accountability, y'all. And like I said, there ain't nothing wrong with supporting whoever you want to support. It ain't even nothing wrong with supporting Taz and Nyla if you want to support them. Because somebody always is. They always gonna have their supporters. You got some black people are very loyal. And when they set their mind on support you, whether you wrong, right, or indifferent, they're gonna support you no matter what you say. Taz, Nyla, Cynthia, me, whoever else. They're gonna support you no matter what if they want to support you. And they're gonna back you even in your wrong. That's not the point. The point is be able to stand in your shit. And when your supporters, or traumatized by you having this loudmouth fool on your channel, which is a male, which is a very thing they can't, some of them can't stand, and you got him on there and you uplifting him and his verbal abuse. Because what did that lady say? She felt it triggered her into thinking about her domestic violence when she heard that all of that amp in Taz's voice. So you over there supporting some ratchet shit like that, but you are for women. Okay. So when your supporters are calling for you to explain or apologize to them or disassociate yourself with them, since you are since they are your supporters, I feel like you could at least come out and say something, make some kind of statement. And like I said, y'all, this is just my opinion alone, and I'm not trying to sidetrack nothing Womansphere got going on with Nyla and Taz, her fight over there, because it is possible to do more than one thing at a time. Okay. And Womansphere really likes her. And there's nothing wrong with that. But me, I'm gonna tell y'all how I see it. And if she wrong, she just fucking wrong. And she knows she wrong. That's why she fucking quiet. And I'm not even saying, and I'm sure she and Womansphere even said that she can't stand Taz. Okay, I believe you can't stand him. I believe she could never stand him. So why even deal with it? Well, she had to deal with him because she wanted to deal with Nyla. So insert Taz. Nyla come with a package. The package is her fucking flying monkey. But I'm glad you like that term, Nyla. I heard you using it today, girl. You learn a new word, girl. Are you going to incorporate it in your future commentary, girl? You freaking talented Mr. Ripley, you untalented Mr. Ripley, or whatever you want to call yourself over there with them fake ass pictures. I seen them pictures. I took some screenshots of them ugly ass pictures, them unfiltered pictures of that heifer. What the fuck is wrong with her mouth? You gape mouth bitch. Bitch got a mule mouth. I'm thinking, girl, are you okay? They got the nerve to be commenting on somebody. Girl. Anyway, y'all. That is what I had to say. It's almost 7 o'clock. I got stuff I gotta do. She don't like black people. Most of the time, yeah. I was both of them when they started talking about genocide. Okay, that was a bit too much. It was too much. Mm-hmm. You got a point there, Aries Queen. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna get off of here. It's done been my hour. I gotta go and get this girl real quick. But thank y'all for listening to me. And like I said once again, this is just my commentary. My commentary has nothing to do with what Black Womansphere has going on, any type of relationship she got with Cynthia, or anything that she got going on with Taz and Nyla. I support her. You know what I mean? But this is just my commentary for those that want to hear how I truly think about the issue, and I wouldn't be genuine to myself if I didn't come out here and tell my supporters how I really feel about the whole situation. You see what I'm saying? In its entirety. And y'all know I'm gonna do that. Yeah. And so that's but yeah, yeah. It's not in any ways to deflect away and it can't deflect because like I said, this is my commentary. Uh and so yeah, but I absolutely support Woman Sphere in her endeavors, and so but I had to come out here and tell y'all what I thought about the situation, you know. And so it just is what it is. So I'm gonna get off of here. I'm gonna talk to you guys later. Please hit that like button on your way out the door. All right. Please hit that subscribe button. I hope button. And please hit that share button if you want to. I appreciate it. Okay. I support this mission. Thank you, Queen Riri. I appreciate that. But anyway, let me get off of here. And I'm gonna talk to you guys later. Okay. Y'all guys have a nice um rest of your evening and have a wonderful Friday tomorrow. I don't know. Y'all know, if you've been with me for a while, you know that me and the weekend, we are in a deep love affair with one another when it comes to Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So you may see me, you may not, but if it's something I gotta say, I'll pop on and say it. Hey, Joanna, thank you, Joanna, for sharing. If it ain't nothing I don't want to say, I'm gonna see you guys Monday. But whoever know, I wrapped up into this spaz and Tyler and this whole situation right here. So who knows, child? Who knows? But anyway, let me go. Love you guys. Talk to you guys later. Peace.